I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Exodus, chapter 33. So let's focus on verses 12 and 13. Moses said to the Lord, "Look, you've told me, lead this people up, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. You said, I know you by name, and you have found favor in my sight. Well, now if I have found favor in your sight, please teach me your ways, and I will know you and find favor in your sight. Now consider that this nation is your people." Exodus 33, verses 12 and 13. Mother Teresa has been quoted as saying, "You'll never know Jesus is all you need until Jesus is all you have." And Moses understood the importance of going with God. And he had seen the destruction of Pharaoh's army and the judgment of Israel when they had denied the Lord. And Moses wanted to know God's ways, but he never could have predicted God's methods of instruction, that he would bond his people to himself and to each other by means of shared adversity. Now, for Moses and Israel, the next several decades would be a constant stream of faith-stretching trials. And why would the Lord choose this method of character building as opposed to lavishing abundance and prosperity upon his children? Well, perhaps the answer is found in Moses' discussion here with God. Similar to their conversation at the burning bush, Moses seems to have a difficult time taking God at his word, and so does a lot of us. Even though God told Moses that he would be with him, and after all the miracles experienced in Egypt, Moses was still seeking signs. You know, it's said in business, speed of the leader, speed of the team. And that is to say, if Moses had faith problems, well, then there's no way that Israel is going to be all in to follow him. So faith is a muscle. It has to be exercised. It takes desire and discipline and time to grow. By the way, that's what the Bible calls discipleship. A young man once came to the philosopher Socrates, searching for wisdom. And Socrates was sitting beside a river, so the young man came, sat down by him. He says, "I want you to teach me how to be wise." And without a warning, Socrates grasped the young man by the neck and thrust his head under the water. And the man struggled and he flailed until Socrates finally let him up. And as he grasped for air, he said, "When you seek wisdom as you sought air, you'll have it." God gives us His Word and His Spirit to reveal His nature and His ways, all to us, His children. And He's gentle and He's kind, but He's also wise enough to thrust us into the water sometimes. Our life experience, stressed by the manner of His testing, filtered through His Word, revealed by the Holy Spirit, that's what builds your faith. Faith is not an automatic download that you get in a zap from God. Faith is experiencing life through the filter and trusting His Word. And when God proves faithful to His Word, well, then our faith in Him grows. Ready for some faith stretching today? James chapter 1, verses 3 through 4 says this, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you experience various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. But endurance must do its complete work, so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing." I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Check us out at groundworksministries.com.